to support the legalization from a federal level of cannabis. I'm going to give you 5 quick reasons that you might not have thought of about why it makes sense for the government in 2020 to be able to approve any state to make their own choices. Number 1 is that many people feel that marijuana is a drug that enables people to get completely inebriated. Yet the data shows that most people use very small doses to be able to take that little edge off or to deal with chronic pain, arthritic conditions. It's typically someone you wouldn't think about, a grandmother, possibly somebody that's in a nursing home. That ease of use for a couple dollars for a dosage to be able to relax without having to depend upon pharma, that is the market. That is the growth. That's where American citizens really want to see cannabis. That's number 1. Number 2 deals with the people. It deals with the democracy. Right now, 0.002% of people make decisions about candidates in the world. If you look at the fact that the DNC has 4,763 delegates and the RNC has about 2,500, these 8,000 people make up only 0.002% of the 350 million Americans. If you ask in a popular vote, if you said, hey, let's ask 100,000 random people, 82% believe that cannabis should be a state decision. Yet, lobbying efforts, super PACs from pharma are stopping this. They're preventing this progress. So, number 2, for the people to be able to make a democratic decision and be able to move forward. Number 3, look at the farthest places in which we are currently importing this herb. Deep parts of Mexico, deep parts of Latin America, other places. What's happening on that herb? What's happening in all those different transportation networks, all these different drug dealers? We should be encouraging more growth within the United States. This is a growth opportunity. Think about all the different industries that have left America. So much manual labor has left. So many different businesses. We need employment. We need taxes. We need revenue. We need a growth. Oregon, Michigan, Washington, Northern California. There are a lot of states that this herb can grow very easily. It's an opportunity for entrepreneurs, small businesses, for states to be able to get additional revenue. Why do we want to import this herb? Why do we want to create a health hazard? So, helping the American public from an entrepreneurial standpoint, allowing states to have higher income, and more importantly, safety standards, right? We need some type of testing. We need the ability for lack of bacteria, microbes, to be able to see how many different crystals, to be able to analyze the THC, the CBD. Very, very important. The next one I'd like to talk about is research. And that doesn't mean just on the CBD, the THC, and the hemp side. I'm talking about climate change. I'm talking about sustainability. I'm talking about the end of plastic. Let's look at hemp as an opportunity to end plastic. Let's really dive into what this substance offers, because we must have an opportunity within this generation to end the destruction on our planet and the millions and millions of pieces of plastic that go into our ocean every day. There are islands that are 15, 20 feet deep, hundreds of miles wide, that are just filled with plastic. Google these plastic islands that are in the middle of the Pacific. They're dissolving. These fish are eating them. They're becoming part of our food chain. So yes, I'm saying that cannabis could be a possible answer to a lot of different problems, and a lot of people haven't talked about hemp from a sustainability standpoint. The next one I want to talk about is the major markets. If you look at the top 10 markets in the world for cannabis usage, LA, New York, Chicago, and San Francisco are 4 of the top 10. We should be listening to these markets. We should look at what that market demand and what that supply chain looks at. The last one, very important, is the relationship with pharma. Pharma has been a big, big issue for many years. The opioid crisis is growing. 22 million doses of opioids going to a small town called Family Pharmaceuticals, family clinics with these different family-oriented names, towns in West Virginia of 1,700, 1,800 people that are going through thousands of doses of these different drugs. And it's not simply for pain relief. It's not simply because a doctor got someone hooked. These are part of the issues, but a lot of time is there's no other option. And research has shown that cannabis, CBD especially, enable someone to get off that path. There's also a lot of research. The next topic gets into longevity, gets into crisis management, gets into cancer controls in the sense of pain, the relief, the ability to take away that anxiety. There's so many different parts of cancer that we are not going to be able to solve. We're not going to be able to cure. But if we know that somebody has 3-4 years left of life, or 3 or 4 months, and they can be able to take out a couple dollars a day and have that ability to relax and have a different insight on their life, isn't that something we want for Americans? After all, we all die. You'll never see a U-Haul following a hearse. But what are those final days like? What are those final months like? If people are asking for this, shouldn't we listen? Cannabis, 2020, Hart Cunningham. Grateful.